हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज के वीडियो में हम देखने वाले हैं एनवायरनमेंट साइंस एंड टेक का टेस्ट सीरीज, जिसमें आज हम देखेंगे सेट 3। तो शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज, और आप भी मेरे साथ अटेंड कीजिए। और अगर आपका आंसर आता है तो मुझे कमेंट्स में बताइए। तो हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, द Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change is the international body for assessing the science related to climate change. It was set up by which of the following organizations? WMO and UNEP, WMO and UNDP, UNESCO, WMO and IUCN. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, WMO and UNEP. Consider the following statements. The United Nations Climate Change Conferences are yearly conferences held in the framework of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. COP24 is going to be held in Katowice, Poland. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, बोथ 1 and 2. The greenhouse gases warm Earth's surface by increasing the net downward long-wave radiation reaching the surface. Which amongst the following are greenhouse gases? Chlorofluorocarbons, nitrous oxide, methane, carbon monoxide, water vapor. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, 1, 2, 3 and 5. Chlorofluorocarbon, nitrous oxide, methane and water vapor. The difference between insolation, sunlight absorbed by the earth, and energy radiated back to space is known as climate forcing. Which of the following mechanisms upset this balance? Fluctuations in Earth's orbit, variation in ocean circulation, change in the composition of Earth's atmosphere. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ द above. Fluctuation in Earth's orbit, variation in ocean circulation, and change in the composition of Earth's atmosphere. Consider the following statements. Ocean acidification is associated with the increase in the pH of seawater, which affects all the life in the ocean. Photosynthetic algae and seagrasses may benefit from ocean acidification as they require CO2 to live. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है बी, 2 only. Photosynthetic algae and seagrasses may benefit from ocean acidification as they require CO2 to live. Consider the following statement. The ozone layer is a concentration of ozone molecules in the stratosphere. The ozone hole is ruptured in the ozone layer where ozone gas is totally absent. About 90% of planets of ozone is in the ozone layer. Choose the correct answer. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 1 and 3 only. The ozone layer is a concentration of ozone molecules in the stratosphere, and about 90% of the planet's ozone is in the ozone layer. Which of the following are ozone depleting substances? Chlorofluorocarbons, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, methyl bromide, halogens, methyl chloroform. Choose the correct code. This answer is D, all of the above. Chlorofluorocarbons, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, methyl bromide, halogens and methyl chloroform. Which of the following is concerned with the control of transboundary movements of hazardous wastes and their disposal? Minamata Convention, Basel Convention, Stockholm Convention, Vienna Convention. तो इसका आंसर है बी, बेसल कन्वेंशन. Which of the following can be found as pollutants in the drinking water in some parts of India? Arsenic, sorbitol, fluoride, formaldehyde, uranium. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1 and 3 only. Arsenic and fluoride. Consider the following statement. The Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants is a global treaty whose purpose is to safeguard human health and the environment from highly harmful chemicals that persist in the environment and affect the well-being of humans as well as wildlife. The term dirty dozen refers to 12 persistent organic pollutants. Choose the correct code. This answer option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. Carbon sequestration is the long-term natural storage of carbon in plants, soils, geological formations only. The Kyoto Protocol under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change allows countries to receive credits for their carbon sequestration activities in the area of land use change, and forestry. Choose the correct code. Consider B, 2 only. Which one of the following is associated with the issue of control and phasing out of the use of ozone depleting substances? Bretton Woods Conference, Montreal Protocol, Kyoto Protocol, Nagayo Protocol. This answer is B, Montreal Protocol. Which of the following are considered to be the best practices to sequester soil carbon? Conservation tillage practices like direct seeding systems, continuation of summer fallow, extending crop rotations to include perennial forage crops for hay or pasture. Choose the correct code. This answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Conservation tillage practices like direct seeding systems and extending crop rotation to include perennial forage crops for hay or pasture. Which of the following are examples of consider the following statements. The document The Future We Want, in which we process to develop a set of SDGs to build upon the MDGs, was adopted in Rio Plus 20 Conference on Sustainable Development. The United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, or Rio Plus 20, took place in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Choose the correct code. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Which of the following are examples of carbon removal geoengineering schemes? Carbon burial, ocean fertilization, biochar production, scrubbing towers. Choose the correct code. This answer is option D, all of the above. Carbon burial, ocean fertilization, biochar production, and scrubbing towers. Consider the following statements. Biofertilizers are substances which contain living microorganisms and promotes the growth of by increasing the supply of primary nutrients to the host plant. Azotobacter, Clostridium, and Rhizobium are examples of nitrogen-fixing biofertilizers. Choose the correct code. Is consider option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements with respect to Kyoto Protocol. Clean development mechanism encourages developed countries to invest in technology and infrastructure in less developed countries where there are often significant opportunities to reduce emissions. Emissions trading places an economic value on greenhouse gas emission. Emission limitations are only placed on Annex 1 countries. Choose the correct code. Is consider D, all of the above. Which of the following are the common methods used for solid waste management? Aerobic composting, anaerobic composting, incineration, pyrolysis, sanitary landfill. This answer is D, all of the above. Aerobic composting, anaerobic composting, incineration, pyrolysis, and sanitary landfill. A bioindicator is a living organism that gives us an idea of the health of an ecosystem. Which of the following indicates air pollution? Lichens, mosses, algae, bryophytes. This answer is A, lichens. Consider the following statements about National Biopharma Mission. Innovate in India I3 is a program under National Biopharma Mission to create an enabling ecosystem to promote entrepreneurship and indigenous manufacturing in the pharmaceutical sector. It is a collaboration project with the World Bank. It is implemented by Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, a public sector undertaking of the Department of Biotechnology. Choose the correct code. Is consider option D, all of the above. 1, 2, and 3. Consider the following statements. Brucellosis is an infectious zoonotic disease caused by a type of virus called Brucella. Brucella Free Villages is an initiative of Ministry of Health to develop novel diagnostics and vaccines to tackle the disease. Choose the correct code. Is answer D, none of the above. Where is India's first coal gasification fertilizer plant is proposed to come up? Odisha, Rajasthan, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh. This answer option A, Odisha. Which of the following toxic compounds are found in e-waste? Lead, neon, cadmium, beryllium, hexavalent chromium. Choose the correct code. So this answer is B, 1, 3, 4, and 5 only. Lead, cadmium, beryllium, and hexavalent chromium. Which of the following is correctly matched? Biofuels source. First generation biofuels, food crops. Second generation biofuels, non-food crops. Third generation biofuels, algae and cyanobacteria. Choose the correct code. This answer is option D, all of the above. First generation food crops, second generation non-food crops, and third generation algae and cyanobacteria. Horizon 2020, a joint research program to develop a next generation influenza vaccine to protect citizens worldwide in collaboration between India and which of the following countries? US, UK, China, European Union. This answer option D, European Union. Moderators are an important component of nuclear reactors. The function of moderator is to absorb the kinetic energy of the neutrons, absorb the heat generated by the nuclear reaction, increase the number of neutrons, increase the speed of neutrons to cause fission. This answer is option A, absorb the kinetic energy of the neutrons. Which of the following statements are correct about CERN? CERN is an acronym for European Organization for Nuclear Research. India is a founding member of CERN. The Large Hadron Collider in CERN is the world's largest particle accelerator. Select the code from below. This answer is option C, 1 and 3. CERN is an acronym for European Organization for Nuclear Research, and the Large Hadron Collider in CERN is the world's largest particle accelerator. Which of the following correctly explains the term nuclear transmutation? Use of radioactive material to cause mutations in humans. Conversion of one chemical element or isotope into another. Chemical reaction of two compounds to form a new compound. None of the above. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, conversion of one chemical element or isotope into another. A large energy is released in a nuclear reaction because bonds are broken between the elements as they are hit by neutrons. Kinetic energy of neutrons is converted into heat energy. Mass gets converted into energy. All of the above. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, mass gets converted into energy. Which of the following statements is incorrect about nuclear fusion? A lot of heat is required for the reaction to occur. Nuclear fusion is responsible for heat in stars. It releases a large amount of radioactive waste. Very light nuclei are fused to give a heavy nucleus. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, इट रिलीजेस ए लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ रेडिएक्टिव वेस्ट, क्योंकि इसमें इनकरेक्ट पूछा है. ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, is the world's largest nuclear fusion experiment to harness fusion energy. Which of the following statements are correct about ITER? It is using a magnetic confinement tokamak to confine the reaction. Hydrogen is being used as fuel in ITER. India is one of the member countries participating in ITER. Select the code from below. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, ऑल ऑफ द अबव. It is using a magnetic confinement tokamak to confine the reaction. Hydrogen is being used as a fuel in ITER, and India is one of the member countries participating in ITER. Jetapur Nuclear Power Project is a proposed 9,900 megawatt power project of Nuclear Power Corporation of India. Consider the following statement regarding this. If built, it would be the largest nuclear power generating station in the world by net electrical power rating. It is being built with the help of a Russian firm, Areva. The complete farm will have 10 Voda nuclear reactors. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, one only. If built, it would be the largest nuclear power generating station in the world by net electrical power rating. Consider the following statements. Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee is top biotech regulator in India, which comes under the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Currently, BT cotton is the only GM crop which is being cultivated in India. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both 1 and 2. Which of the following statements are correct about DNA and RNA? Both DNA and RNA are double-stranded. All 4 bases present in DNA and RNA are same, but their combination is different. Which of the above statements are correct? इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, neither 1 nor 2. Potency of a cell is its ability to develop into differentiated cells. In the light of this statement, consider the following statements. Totipotent cells have the ability to create an entire organism. Embryonic stem cells are totipotent. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both 1 and 2. Totipotent cells have the ability to create an entire organism, and embryonic stem cells are totipotent. Cloning is the process of producing similar population of genetically identical individuals. Which of the following statements are correct about cloning? Cloning does not occur naturally. Cloning of organisms can occur through asexual reproduction. Dolly, a sheep, was the first mammal to be artificially cloned. Select the code from following. Test answer option B, 2 and 3. Cloning of organisms can occur through asexual reproduction, and Dolly, a sheep, was the first mammal to be artificially cloned. Consider the following statements. Blue carbon is the carbon captured by the world's ocean and coastal ecosystem. Blue Carbon Initiative is coordinated by Conservation International, the international union for conservation of nature only. Coastal blue carbon ecosystems are found along the coast of every continent except Antarctica. Select the correct statements. Please consider option C, 1 and 3. A new concept of space-based solar power is an idea under consideration to generate clean energy. Which of the following statements is correct regarding SPSP? It is the concept of collecting solar power in outer space and distributing it to Earth. Solar collectors will collect the light in space and beam it back to Earth as microwaves. Select the code from following. This answer option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements regarding hydrogen fuel cells. It is a clean energy device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. The byproduct of hydrogen fuel cells is carbon dioxide. Which of the above statements is or are correct? इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1 only. It is a clean energy device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. In recent times, there is a rise in the exploration works of the shale gas. Which of the following statements are correct regarding shale gas? It is predominantly methane trapped in shale rock formations. The source of formation of shale gas is somewhere else, and it travels through the permeable shale rocks and gas trapped in the pores. Hydraulic fracturing is the technique used for extraction of shale gas. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 1 and 3. It is predominantly methane trapped in shale rock formations, and hydraulic fracturing is the technique used for extraction of shale gas. Which of the following statements correctly defines cold fusion? It is fusion of two molten metals at room temperature. It refers to a nuclear fusion reaction taking place at cryogenic temperatures. It refers to nuclear fusion reaction taking place at room temperature. It refers to nuclear fusion reaction in the stars. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी. It refers to nuclear fusion reaction taking place at room temperature. Endosulfan has been used as a pesticide in agriculture for a long time. India has agreed to phase out completely the use and manufacture of endosulfan by 2017. Which of the following statements are correct about endosulfan? It is not pest specific and it can negatively impact the populations of beneficial insects. Endosulfan is acutely neurotoxic to both insects and mammals. Endosulfan has high potential to bioaccumulate and biomagnify. Endosulfan is banned across the world under Stockholm Convention. Endosulfan is the cause of death of Indian vultures. Select the code from the following. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1, 2 and 3. It is not pest specific and it can negatively impact the population of beneficial insects. Endosulfan is acutely neurotoxic to both insects and mammals, and endosulfan has high potential to bioaccumulate and biomagnify. तो इसमें 2017 बाय 2017 दिया है क्योंकि ये जो क्वेश्चन सेट है इसमें करंट अफेयर्स है 2018 का, तो ये उस टाइम का सेट है, तो उसी हिसाब से ये आंसर सब भी ये है, जो भी करंट अफेयर्स का क्वेश्चन है 2018 के हिसाब से ही दिया गया है। Consider the following statements. Agenda 21 is a binding action plan of the United Nations with regard to sustainable development. It is a product of Earth Summit held at Rio de Janeiro in 1992. 21 is the agenda. 21 in Agenda 21 refers to 21 points of the document that has been placed for sustainable development. Which of the above statements are incorrect? तो इसमें इनकरेक्ट आंसर क्वेश्चन पूछा है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी 1 and 3। 1 and 3 जो है वो रॉन्ग है। Since the solid waste generation is rising in urban areas of India, many waste to energy plants are being started. They serve the dual purpose of waste disposal as well as generation of electricity. Which of the following statements are correct about waste to energy generation? The cost of waste to energy is somewhat higher than other renewable sources. The chimneys of incinerators include acid gases, nitrogen oxide, heavy metal particulates, and dioxin, which is a carcinogen. The efficiency of waste to energy plants is very low. Select the correct code from the following. This answer is D, all of the above. Consider the following statements. Fly ash can be used to make fire-resistant bricks. Fly ash can be mixed with cement, thus reducing the cost of construction. Fly ash can cover the surface of plant leaves and act as a nutrient. Fly ash bricks are lightweight and offer high strength and durability. Which of the above statements are the advantages of fly ash? This answer is option C 1, 2 and 4. Fly ash can be used to make fire-resistant bricks. Fly ash can be mixed with cement, thus reducing the cost of construction. And fly ash bricks are lightweight and offer high strength and durability. Mitochondria is an organelle found in most of the cells. It is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Which of the following statements are correct related to mitochondria? The biochemical processes of respiration and energy production occurs here. Mitochondrial disease can pass to a progeny only through mothers in human beings. Three-parent baby is a technique used to prevent the transfer of mitochondrial defect to the babies. Select the correct code from the following. This answer is option D, all of the above, 1, 2 and 3. Heat from the earth can be used as an energy source in many ways, from large and complex power stations to small and relatively simple pumping systems. This heat energy is known as geothermal energy. Consider the following statements regarding geothermal energy. The predominant source of the Earth's heat is the gradual decay of radioactive isotopes. It has extensive global distribution and is accessible in both developed as well as underdeveloped nations. It has low emissions of sulfur, CO2, and other greenhouse gases. It is independent of external supply and demand effects and fluctuation in exchange rates. Which of the above statements are correct? This answer is option D, all of the above, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Solar energy is radiant light and heat from the sun that is harnessed using a range of revolving technologies. Solar power is the conversion of sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaics or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Consider the following statements regarding solar power technology. Photovoltaic cells use the ultraviolet radiation to convert solar energy into electric current. Semiconductors, usually silicon, are used to manufacture solar panels. Concentrated solar power use infrared radiations to heat the water and rotate turbines with the generator steam. Concentrated solar power systems generally use convex lens to concentrate energy at its focus. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी 2 and 3. Buildings contribute maximum to the greenhouse gas emission in the world. To reduce the carbon footprint of buildings, the concept of green buildings was given. Consider the following regarding green buildings. Green building refers to both a structure and the using of processes that are environmentally responsible and resource efficient throughout a building's life cycle. GRIHA, an acronym for Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment, is the national green building rating system of India. GRIHA has been developed by TERI. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ द अबव 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following statements correctly explains an urban heat island? A city or a metropolitan area which is significantly warmer than the surrounding rural area due to anthropogenic activities. An island with sudden increase in urbanization activity increasing its average temperature. A volcanic island where people have settled due to population pressure on the mainland. None of the above. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए सिटी और a metropolitan area which is significantly warmer than the surrounding rural area due to anthropogenic activities. Exercise Dharma Guardian is bilateral military exercise between India and Japan, France, United States of America, Russia. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए जापान. Consider the following statement with respect to Rosni. It is under the aegis of the Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is a center of women collectives led social action financially supported by UNICEF India. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी 2 only. Consider the following statements with respect to organophosphates. They are widely used as pesticides and insecticides. It is used to control adult mosquitoes to combat an outbreak of mosquito-borne diseases. Select the correct statement. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी both 1 and 2. Consider the following statement with respect to Institute for Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine, INSTEM. It is an autonomous institute under the Department of Biotechnology. It is a bilateral collaboration between the India and Norway. Select the correct statement. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 only. It is an autonomous institute under the Department of Biotechnology. Consider the following statements with respect to petroglyphs. Their image is created by removing part of a rock surface by incising, picking or carving. In India, petroglyphs are found only in southern India. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 only. Kimberley Process Certificate Scheme is concerned with immigration, diamonds, intellectual property, renewable energy. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी diamonds. Consider the following statements with respect to Simlipal National Park. It is a significant wildlife corridor in the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserves between the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. It is the largest among the 4 tiger reserves in Tamil Nadu. Select the correct statement. इसका आंसर है डी neither 1 nor 2. Which of the following is or are correctly matched? Tribe state: Mankidia, Odisha, Agria, Gujarat, Chakma, Andaman Islands. Select the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 and 2. Mankidia, Odisha and Agria, Gujarat. Consider the following statements with respect to Commission of Railway Safety. It is an independent body under the Union Ministry of Civil Aviation, investigates serious train accidents. It was found aftermath of Bihar train derailment of 1981. Select the correct statement. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 only. Bedouin is associated with which of the following? Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, Yucatan Peninsula, none of the above. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, none of the above. Joku Valley is a valley located at the border of Punjab and Pakistan, Nepal and China, Nagaland and Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh and China. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, नागालैंड एंड मणिपुर. The term representative concentration pathways is associated with green rail corridor, eco bridges for tigers, goods and service tax, none of the above. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, none of the above. Cocoa butter equivalent or CBE is made from the extracts of which of the following trees? Kokum, mahua, dhupa. Select the correct code. इसका आंसर है डी, all of the above. कोकुम, mahua and dhupa. Consider the following statement with respect to Baisui number 1 glacier. It is a long ice shelf in the northwest part of Weddell Sea. It extends along the east coast of the Antarctica Peninsula. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, neither 1 nor 2. Novator 9M729 was in news recently. What is it? Frigate developed by India, largest unmanned aerial vehicle developed by China, military drone developed jointly by India and Israel, none of the above. तो इसका आंसर है डी, none of the above. Consider the following statements about INF Treaty. It required the United States and the Soviet Union to eliminate and permanently forswear all of their nuclear and conventional ground-launched ballistic and cruise missiles with ranges of 500 to 5,500 kilometers. The INF ban originally applied only to US and Soviet forces, but the treaty's membership expanded in 1991 to include successor states of the former Soviet Union. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है सी, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements about Green Climate Fund. It is a fund established within the framework of the UNFCCC as a operating entity of the financial mechanism to assist developing countries in adoption and mitigation practices to counter climate change. It was established during the 2012 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Doha. तो इसका आंसर है ए, 1 only. Consider the following statements about Nila Kunji. It blossoms only once in 12 years. It is endemic to Western Ghats. Select the correct statements. तो इसका आंसर है सी, both 1 and 2. It blossoms only once in 12 years and it is endemic to Western Ghats. Megengo Island is disputed between which of the following countries? China and Indonesia, Vietnam and Cambodia, Japan and Russia, Kenya and Uganda. इसका आंसर है डी, Kenya and Uganda. Consider the following statements with respect to ancestral model law on cross-border insolvency. It focuses on eliminating preferences for local creditors over international ones. It ensures that states give assistance to insolvency officials from other countries in relation to main proceedings and non-main proceedings. India adopted the model law in 1991 during the initiation of liberalization, privatization and globalization reforms. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1 and 2. The Pearl River Delta includes which of the following region? Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है डी, all of the above. Guangdong, Hong Kong and Macau. Consider the following statement with respect to International Conference on Status and Protection of Coral Reefs. The STEPCOR 2018 was held at Bangharam Island in Lakshadweep. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and International Union for Conservation of Nature are part of the conference. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, बोथ 1 and 2. Which of the following statements about glyphosate are correct? It is used to regulate plant growth and it is used to ripen fruit. Both A and B, neither A nor B. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, both A and B. It is used to regulate plant growth and it is used to ripen fruit. Consider the following statements with respect to Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Development Fund, FIDF. It entails a fund comprising completely of center's budgetary support of 1,000 crores. It would provide concessional finance to state governments for taking off of the identified investment activities of fisheries development. Select the correct statements. इसका आंसर है B, 2 only. What is Yang Tanaba? A traditional boat race of Manipur, martial arts of Arunachal Pradesh, colorful motifs done with hands and paint made of rice and flour on auspicious occasions in Mizoram, an instrument played by Buddhist monks. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, ट्रेडिशनल बोट रेस ऑफ मणिपुर. तो इसी के साथ हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज कंप्लीट होता है. तो अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए ताकि आपको डेली वीडियो अपडेट्स मिल सकें. और अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए, साथ ही अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए ताकि उन्हें भी हेल्प हो सके. तो हमारा ये वीडियो यहीं तक था. थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.